and then answer the following questions. Do you think money is an important factor for choosing a job? And what jobs do you think are well paid these days? Okay, good evening, Dai. Hello, Dai. I'm sorry to say, Dai, but I cannot hear you. I would say if you can hear me, please refresh. Okay, and then good evening, Viet.
Good evening.
Can you introduce yourself to the class?
Yes, of course. I'm Fit and I'm 40 years old. I'm from Bình.
Welcome. And can you answer this question, Viet? Do you think money is an important factor for choosing a job?
In my opinion, money is also an important factor. However, it doesn't mean everything that we make a decision for choosing a job. When I choose a job, I have to think of many things, such as my preference and if it is suitable for my major subject I learned at university, even many
Yes.
things and
Yes, I can understand Viet. Perfect. Very good introduction. Thank you. And good evening, Tao.
Yes, good evening, teacher and everyone. My name is Thảo. I'm an accountant and I'm 33 years old. I living and working in Da Nang City. Nice to meet you.
Welcome. Yes, Tao. And do you think money is an important factor for choosing a job?
Yes, I think so.
And why?
Um, uh, because I think money is an important factor to choose a job because we need money to live so much.
Yes, perfect. Very good answer there. Thank you very much, Tao. And then good evening, Jin.
Yes, good evening, teacher. Good evening, everybody. My name is Chin. I'm 26 years old. I'm in Hanoi City.
Welcome.
Yeah, I think money is really an important factor for choosing a job.
Very well. And can you, yeah, I think the second question is nice for you to answer. What jobs do you think are well paid these days?
Today, I think the jobs is well paid engineer,
Engineer, yeah.
Engineer and business.
For example, yeah, business person.
Yeah, or marketing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think as a doctor is really well.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree with that one. Definitely. Very good, Chen. Welcome to the class. And good evening, Yuan.
Hello, teacher. My name is Rin. I am 25 years old. I am working and living in Ho Chi Minh City. Nice to meet you.
Very well. welcome to the class, Ian. And do you think money is an important factor for choosing a job?
Yes, I do.
Very well. Yes. And what jobs do you think are well paid these days?
I think music and art.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening. Doing business is well paid. For example. Perfect, Ian. Thank you. And good evening, Dai.
Yes, good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. I am from City, and I looking for the Korean company in Quảng Ninh province.
Welcome. Yes. And for you too, please answer the questions.
Yes, I think it's correct.
Yes, sir.
Because money is an important fact for our success.
Nicely said. And what jobs do you think are well paid these days?
I think the managing.
For example. Perfect. A manager. Yes. Nicely done. Okay. And then give me 1 second. I see like Len. Give me 1 second. Okay, so students, for today, I will practice with you the vocabulary. We have 6 words, and I will ask you to match the definition with a word. After that, also make a sentence using that word. After our vocabulary, we go to a grammar structure. For today, we're going to make a sentence with "it is necessary to" plus a verb in the infinitive. I'll explain this later on, and in the end of the lesson, you will discuss together about your dream job and about well-paid jobs. And of course, if there are any grammar or pronunciation mistakes, then I will help you. And also, if there are any questions, students, you'd just like me to explain something, please let me know or raise your hand, and then I will answer your question. So let's start. And before the vocabulary, I would like us to answer the following question. What qualities do you need to have a well-paid job? So let's start this one with Fiat. So what qualities do you need to have a well-paid job?
My point of view, quality that need to have a well-paid job is that you have to be very sensitive and you are very open-minded and well cooperated.
Beautiful. And what was the first one you said? I couldn't hear that clearly.
You have to be sensitive.
Sensitive. Nicely said. I like that. Very good. All right. And then let's go to Tao. What qualities do you need to have a well-paid job?
Yes, I think I need to have dedication, and intelligence. Yes, and applicant.
An applicant,
Yeah.
like this. That means a person who is applying for a job. So that's not per se a quality that you have, Tao. So an applicant is a person who wants to get a job. So that's not per se a quality you have. But having a good education and have intelligence are definitely qualities that you need. Perfect. All right. And then let's go to Chin.
I think the quality the person needs to have a well paid job is you have last knowledge about the objects, and sometimes you must yes, you must sensitive to learn something from the other co-worker, and you need to have capacity.
Capacity.
Yeah, yes.
Capacity is the same as quality. That's the same. That's a synonym for each other. So a capacity is also that an ability. Yeah, that's also possible. Yeah. So if you have a capacity, that is the ability to do something. So a quality can be a capacity, can be an ability. Maybe in today's world, competitiveness. Did you wanted to say that? Competitiveness. You heard about it? The difficult word. So competitiveness. To have competitiveness, if that you really want to be successful, that you want to win, for example, that you have competitiveness. That maybe is good.
You need more soft skill to express someone know what you want to say or what you want to do.
Yeah. For example, we already communicated a little bit, we talked a little bit about the soft skills, to be sensitive, to also eager to learn, and maybe you have communication skills, language skills as well. And Dai?
Yes, about me, I think first the language.
Yeah.
The second is a high level in education, and the third is a good skill in the work. It includes managing skill, communication skill, and teamwork skill.
Very good. Good point. Be able to work together with other people. Teamwork skill. Beautiful. I think we have a good list on a few qualities that you need to have a well-paid job. So let's continue to our vocabulary for today. And the first one, dentist. Then we have accountant, journalist, salary, well-paid, and lawyer. And remember that, lawyer. So I would like you to first read all 6 words. And also read a definition. This is a good way for you to practice the pronunciation. After that, also match the definition with its correct word. And after that, in the end, make a sentence using that word. So let's start with Tao. Please read all 6 words.
Yes. Dentist, accountant, journalist, salary, well paid, lawyer.
Yeah, I will leave a little bit the T in journalist.
Journalist,
Yeah, and c'est le E. So not salary, but salary.
salary.
Yeah, perfect. And also for you, definition A.
Yes. A person who is trained and qualified to advise people about the law. Magic with number 6, lawyer.
Perfect. Yes, perfect. And can you make a sentence using lawyer?
Yeah. When I was a child, I became a lawyer, a famous lawyer.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, want to became. That's a nice way to mix a little bit the past tense. So if you have this structure, want to, we have the verb in here, want to, plus another verb which has to be in the infinitive. So you have the structure as you used it, that you have want to in the present tense, Tao, and you have the infinitive in the past tense. And that's not possible. So what we have to do is that we use, when I was a child, I wanted to become.
Yes.
Yeah. So remember that when you have a verb like have to, want to, need to, that's followed with the verb in the infinitive. And I'll explain this later on, but we cannot use the infinitive in other ways possible than its bare form. But I'll explain this a little bit later on. So remember, I wanted to become.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also in the pronunciation here, remember that we have the past participles here, dus the geroend, if you wanted to say, and we can better say here trained with a d ending sound. It's not trained, but trained.
Trained.
Yeah, and then the other one, qualified.
Qualified.
Yeah, perfect. And I'm sorry I mispronounced that, but it's of course not the geroend, but it's just the past participle there. So be a little bit careful with your ending sound. But for the rest, good sentence. And then let's go to Chin. Please read all 6 words.
Dentist, accountant, journalist, salary, well paid, lawyer.
Perfect.
A person whose job is to keep or check financial accounts. I think it's math is match number 2, account.
Accountant.
Accountant, yeah.
Yeah.
My wife is an accountant.
Perfect. Yeah, good sentence. And then Dai.
Yes. Dentist, accountant, journalist, salary, well paid. Larger.
Yes. And for you, definition C.
Yes, money that employee receive for doing the job, usually paid every month. It matches to word number 4, salary.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to looking for the work with high salary.
Yes. I try to look for, or I am looking for a job or work with a high salary. Perfect. I like that. Nicely said. And then Fiat. Yeah, so please read all the words in column B.
Dentist, accountant, journalist, salary, well paid, lawyer.
Good. Very good.
For definition D, a person whose job is help people teeth is a dentist.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And can I ask you a personal question, Fiat? Are you scared going to the dentist?
Yes, sometimes. When I was a child, I am really scared of going to dentist.
Mm-hmm.
I have him picked I had him pick up my teeth once. It's really hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. Like in a way, most children are quite scared for the dentist. Understandable. Good answer. All right, and then let's go back to Tao. For you, definition E.
Yes. A person whose job is to collect and write news stories for newspapers, magazines. Number 3, journalist.
Yeah, journalist. Very well. Yes. Good. And what is your sentence?
Yes. My brother works as a journalist.
Yeah. Remember your letter G, which is like a DZ. So Z, journalist.
Journalist.
That's better. Yeah, journalist. Perfect. And then Chin, for you the last one. Definition F.
Earning or providing a lot of money. I think it is well paid.
Yeah, very well. Well paid.
The professional chef is usually well paid.
Good. Very good sentence. All right, students, that went really well. So let's continue to our grammar structure for today. And for today, we're going to make a sentence starting with it's necessary to, and then followed by the verb in the infinitive. So be aware that the infinitive can never change shape. So for example, we'll have the verb to speak. So then the infinitive is speak. But there can be no ed, there can be no s, or there can be no verbing. Never. So it never changes shape. So you just say speak. For example, it's necessary to be responsible. So please choose one of the pictures and make a sentence with the given structure. And I like to start with Dai.
Yes, I will start with the picture number 1. It's necessary to work overtime.
Clear. Yeah. And then Fiat.
Number 2. Isn't necessary to be able to handle pressure.
Good point. Yeah, I think so too. And then Tao.
Yes. Mm, uh, it's, it's, nec- it's necessary to have experience.
For example, yeah, or remember that when we have the pronunciation here, when you have the CE at the end of a word, it becomes an S. So it's necessary to have experience.
Experience.
Good, perfect, very good. Yeah, and remember also, so it's not necessary, but it's necessary, or, yeah, good. Or you say necessary, very quick. It's like the British English way, necessary. And other American way is necessary. Necessary.
Yes, necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, not necessary. So necessary. Necessary.
Necessary.
That's better. Yeah, that's better. Necessary. It's a difficult one. Very difficult. I will not confuse with the British and the American one. So just remember the American necessary. Necessary.
Necessary.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, perfect. And then Jin.
It's necessary to work hard to get some experience.
Good. I think so too. All right, perfect use of this structure. So let's continue to the conversation for today. Please choose one role and, excuse me, act it out with your partner. Student A, your friend and you are talking about your dream job. You like a well-paid job. Tell your friend about that. Student B, your friend and you are talking about your friend's dream job. She or he likes a well-paid job. Give her or him some advice on the challenges of a well-paid job. So I like to start with Chin and Fiat. And
Yes.
Fiat, do you like to be student A or student B?
I love to be the student A.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, Jin, I'm thinking about being a businesswoman because I love the well-paid salary and I want to earn a lot of money.
I think many people always want the well-paid job, but you think it's really hard, and we always work all day, all time, and you must work in the high pressure, and something I think you maybe become stressed and nervous something because you have have against something, you don't have against something, again.
So
Yeah,
can you give me some
there are, yes,
to
there are many challenges. There are many challenges have a well paid job. I think if you have if you have you are ability person, I think able person, I think you can you can do your dream and you can do it. So I think many the successful face more more it's more you must work hard and uh, you must spend a lot of time and you need the effort to do something.
Yeah, I agree with you. Many people have said to me that I have to firstly become employee and do the employee's job, and then I can understand and understand how they feel, and then I can have my own business.
Yes, I know you always you want to do that. So you should see there are many challenges in the future. So you should make do step by step to get get it. You know.
Great to hear your advice.
Perfect. Some good points here. Very nicely said. And then let's go to Dai and Tao. Thank you, Viet and Tien.
Yes, hello, Mr.
Hello, Mr. Dai. Nice
Yes.
to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You can start.
I'm a good student.
Yes, follow you.
Yeah. Thank you. I want to get a well-paid job. So I don't know what are they. Can you have me some advice about job?
Yes, I think first you have to improve yourself in work by learning day and day. After that, you should have a good English skill, and you can find the new job. I think we have to work and find a good experience from work. If you want to find a well-paid job, we have to achieve a high cooking skill and good experience.
For example, yes?
Yes, so first you should start by 2 point ago.
Very good. And Tao, would you like to tell anything more about your dream job?
Yes.
If you tell me the particular job, I can send you suggest you more advice.
Yes. I think well-paid jobs require passion, time, and creativity and intelligence from applicant.
About this, I think I don't understand with you, and I don't agree with you, because I think, yeah, we have to. Okay, please.
I don't hear you clearly.
Yes, okay. I think I disagree with you about your opinion, because I think any work we can get high salary if we have a good person in this work, in this job. If you are the worker, you should become the good worker, excellent worker, and you can get the good salary, top salary of the worker. If you are the engineer, you have to become the excellent engineer, so you can get the top salary of the engineer level. So I think the learn day and day is more important. No need intelligent. If you intelligent but you don't learn, how can you work?
Good point.
You
Often said being talented or being smart doesn't per se mean that you will be well paid or will be successful. It's more than only being intelligent. Good point. Yes, any last points here, Tao, you like to make?
No, I can't.
That's all right. Perfect. I think honestly for today's students it goes really well. Clear pronunciation, good use of grammar structures. So looking at today's grammar structure, I would like you to remember that looking at the to work, and maybe some people would think that's the verb. So we start with it's necessary and then to work overtime. Well, simply said, we have to split this. So it's necessary to, and then we have work or another verb in the infinitive. And small detail for today is the use of the infinitive. So simply said, an infinitive is if you have a verb like to speak, and then we have the infinitive is speak. But this means, in use, no other form. So simply said, the ed in the past tense, or the s, for example, he speaks, or the gerund, so the verbing, the speaking. All that is not allowed by the use of the infinitive. So that's also in the structure, for example, you have a subject plus modal verb plus a verb in the infinitive. For example, then you can also cannot say you must working, or you must worked, or you must works. He must works, for example. Maybe that's a better one. So he must working, he must worked, or he must works. That's all not correct. So the only real form is he must work. That's it. So that's the only acceptable form we can use. So be a little bit careful with the use of the infinitive. And also, looking at the pronunciation for today, I'd be a little bit careful with the ending sound here of the words work and word. We still have a lot of work to do with the word formation. So I'd like to start with Chin. Please read the words and the sentence.
Yes. Work. work. We still have a lot of work to do with the word formation.
Perfect. And then Dai?
It's necessary to work overtime. Work. We still have a lot of work to do with the work information.
Good. Yes, and then let's go to Fiat.
Work, word. We still have a lot of work to do with the word formation.
Perfect. Very good. And then Tao. Oh, she got disconnected. All right. I think the pronunciation goes really well. So let's have one look at the overall pronunciation. I think that there's one ending sound we have to be a little bit careful with, and that is the word ending with CE. So CE. This is an S. So we call it an S ending sound. For example, you have words as experience, experience, intelligence, or simply said, sentence. So be a little bit careful with that. Let's practice this one more time, the pronunciation. Yeah, so let's start with Fiat. Can you read these words?
Experience, intelligence, sentence.
Perfect. And Chin?
Appearance, intelligence, sentence.
Yeah. Dai?
Experience, intelligence, sentence.
Yeah, perfect. That goes really well. So that's something we had to be a little bit careful with. But overall, I think using today's vocabulary went really well. And maybe some interesting combinations of things we talked in the beginning about the qualities you need. You can use a few other words here, so you can also say quality, capacity, or ability. And maybe an interesting one for today, especially when you work in business, I would say competitiveness is quite a quality people need at the moment. Just to be willing to be the best. I want to compete with other people. That's sometimes an interesting word for you today as well. And for the rest, I think overall we practiced perfectly well the words related to well-paid jobs. The structure went really well. It's necessary to plus the verb in the infinitive. And then we had a conversation about well-paid jobs. So for today, overall, I think practice the words we've learned, but I think that went well. Just to make sure that we have a clear understanding of the use of the infinitive, and that ending sound with CE becomes an S. Okay, so let me ask you students, any questions about today's lesson?
I have no question. So performance very well.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Okay, so then also Fiat or Chin, any questions?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're more than welcome. Yeah, see you next time. Goodbye, students. Enjoy your evening.
Yes.
Yes,
You too.
thank you,
Thank you
teacher.
so much.
Thank you too for joining today's class. Thank you.